Good Tuesday morning, everybody. I'm Dave Furtado.
And I'm meteorologist Jefferson Donovan.
And welcome to KEPR Quick, your latest local news and weather commercial-free in about 20 minutes or less. We're going to jump right over to weather because, Jefferson, despite the gorgeous start to the day, can you really call it a good Tuesday, given the tough loss by the Mariners last night?
Very sad last night indeed, and I feel that sadness is kind of permeating throughout the Pacific Northwest, but at least the weather is going to be nice for today and tomorrow. Partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies for both this Tuesday and into Wednesday. There are some big-time changes, though, set to arrive by Friday. There is going to be shower chances working into our forecast area, and then those shower chances are going to be maintained even as we go into Saturday and Sunday. Along with the lower elevation rain showers, there is going to be some mountain snow possibilities coming up this weekend as well. We'll talk more about all three of these weather headlines more coming up.
Thanks, Jefferson. We begin this morning in Benton County. State troopers are investigating a crash that killed a Kennewick man yesterday afternoon. Investigators say just after 3 p.m., 32-year-old Grant Kerr was westbound on Interstate 82 a few miles south of Kennewick when he collided with another vehicle heading the same direction. Troopers say Kerr was not wearing his seatbelt and died at the scene. The other driver was wearing his seatbelt and was not injured. In Yakima County, a Moxie man was arrested early Saturday morning for a vehicular homicide while under the influence. According to a witness, the 28-year-old victim was struck by a Chevy Silverado. They say they saw the driver enter the vehicle after an altercation, and then the victim allegedly hung onto the truck, fell, and then appeared from underneath the truck as it was driving away. Despite the efforts of medical personnel, the victim was pronounced dead at the scene. The suspect was booked into Yakima County Jail after a breath test revealed his blood alcohol level was .085. Anyone who witnessed the incident or has more information is asked to contact Yakima Police. And a 12-year-old was injured yesterday when a work truck failed to stop at a Yakima crosswalk. Yakima Police Department officers responded to reports of a car versus pedestrian collision on South Fair Avenue and East Maple Street. Preliminary investigation shows a cab over work truck was heading southbound on Fair Avenue and failed to see the 12-year-old in the marked crosswalk. The child was taken to Multicare Memorial for treatment and evaluation of a head injury. And the investigation is still ongoing. And if you or anyone you know has more information, you're asked to contact Yakima Police. A Benton County Commissioner is facing charges for a confrontation at a Kennewick business over the weekend. Police say William McKay Jr. followed a man to Gold's Gym near Highway 395 in Clearwater Saturday morning after calling 911 to report his driving. When the man began recording McKay, the commissioner bear hugged him, took his phone, and deleted a video. After a witness said they were calling the police, McKay returned the phone and left the scene. According to charging documents, McKay later told police he didn't believe taking someone's phone was a crime. McKay was arrested for second-degree theft, a Class C felony, since phones are considered access devices under state law. He posted bond after being booked into the Benton County Jail. Prosecutors are now reviewing the case. Switching gears this morning, organizers estimate around 3,000 people showed up for the No Kings protest organized by Yakima Indivisible near the Valley Mall this past weekend. The protest was part of a nationwide movement against the Trump administration. Demonstrators we spoke to say they are unhappy with what they claim is the Trump administration's authoritarian actions and power grabs, going on to state that Yakima's Indivisible vision is a democracy that works for everyone. Yakima Indivisible describes their organization as a nonpartisan grassroots group gathered in community and conviction to defend and promote democracy through nonviolent activism. And a nonprofit in Kennewick is asking for donations for their Prepares program, which provides baby supplies to those in need. The Catholic Charities Prepares program provides mothers with supplies from the time a baby is in the womb up to the age of 5. This includes diapers, baby clothes, toys, wipes, and other essentials. They also provide resources such as parenting classes. Leaders at the organization say nearly 18% of families struggle in Washington state, which is higher than the national average.
And in particular, we think about diaper insecurity as one of the chief issues for struggling parents. It takes about $1,300 a year to diaper a child. And that's one of the things that families living paycheck to paycheck struggle with.
Last year, Catholic Charities served over 3,000 families, and they're in need of donations to keep up. If you would like to donate any supplies, you can visit our website, KEPRTV.com, for more information. And in sports, how do you describe last night? The obvious words that come to mind are heartbreak, disappointment, sadness, and devastation. But it's not fair to use those words describing the overall journey for the 2025 Mariners. The incredible moments we'll never forget for all the right reasons. That's baseball, and it's an old cliche, but one never more true for the city of Seattle. KOMO's sports director Nico Tamurian has more.
It's the dream that turned into a nightmare so quickly, and certainly it's not fair to say just that when you're talking about how great overall the 2025 season was, but the Mariners were just 2 innings, 1 hit away from their first ever Fall Classic. Instead, the Blue Jays won 4-3, and now the Mariners remain the only team to never make the World Series.
And now a 2-2 pitch.
Baseball's a funny game. It can be cruel and sweet all in the same time. Of course, one swing of the bat can lift an entire city into absolute euphoria.
60!
And the same motion can put a city in despair, disappointment, for who knows how long to come.
Watches it go!
It just sucks. You know? Hurts. Yeah.
We have accomplished things as a team that, you know, they haven't been done before, you know, like in this team, this franchise. And just like every single guy put so much work and effort throughout this whole year, you know, dedication, like literally so much. So I'm just really proud of everything we have done this year.
And in the immediate aftermath of such a gut-wrenching loss, of course, the clubhouse is going to be down like that. But through it all, they wanted to thank Seattle fans for a great ride. And certainly they'll be able to reflect more. But in the moment, it is disappointment and heartbreak for what could have been.
Our dream to go in the World Series ended today, but we got to keep our head up. You know, we have to feel proud of everything we did this year, especially everything that we bring to our city, Seattle.
And the players say this is such a close clubhouse, they want to run it back. But baseball is a business, and there are guys who are free agents now at the end of the World Series, like Eugenio Suarez, most especially Josh Neller, but also Jorge Polanco. I'm sure the M's would like all those guys back, and even in this immediate heartbreak, they were talking about it. So it is a thing, and something we'll be monitoring even through heartbreak over the next few weeks. Right now here in Toronto, Nico Tamurian, KOMO Sports.
Nico Tamurian, thank you. Jefferson, what a tough loss.
Very hard, yes.
Super devastating. Honestly, I got to say, it was looking great. And then that 7th inning, there was a huge shift in the vibe. You could just feel it. Even everybody at home, too.
Well, I mean, once they hit that home run, of course.
It was game over after that. That's such a shame. But let's jump right over to weather, though, because temperatures not game over for a lot of folks. We're seeing those temperatures pretty seasonal today.
Yeah, very nice day of weather across the forecast area. Plenty of sunshine, very nice temperatures. As I just referenced, those highs today will reach the low to mid 60s in the Tri-Cities today. We'll see low to mid 60s today in the Yakima Valley, upper 50s to low 60s this afternoon coming in the Kittitas Valley, with daytime highs in the low to mid 60s for the Blue Mountain foothills. Again, as everybody does see sunshine overhead on this Tuesday. Now let's talk about the next 2 days after today, so Wednesday and Thursday. Clouds are going to make a grand return. We'll stay with partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies on Wednesday as high temperatures reach the low to mid 60s. But then on Thursday, although temperatures are going to remain relatively similar, in fact, might even be a few degrees warmer on Thursday. We'll go from partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies on Wednesday to partly to mostly cloudy skies on Thursday. And that may be an ominous sense of foreboding of big changes to come as we do go into the weekend. So let's take a look at the Storm Tracker Futurecast as we get into Friday. There is going to be an atmospheric river that takes aim at our region. Just be advised that if you're going to the areas west of the Cascades for the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday will all feature copious amounts of rainfall. Now for our forecast area, we really are going to start to see shower chances ramp up as we do go into Friday evening. We will maintain shower opportunities for Saturday, and then even as we go into Sunday, showers are going to be lingering in our forecast area, and we may even be looking at some mountain snow as well. So let's talk about those snow levels. This is the first time of the autumn season that I'm breaking out the snow level graphic. For Friday, when that precipitation starts to roll in, no concern at all over mountain pass travel as snow levels are going to be up over 7,000 feet. On Saturday, snow levels are going to fall to around 4,500 feet. And then on Sunday, we're going to see snow levels all the way down to 3,500 feet. So what does that mean? Well, White Pass sits at 4,500 feet. So we could be looking at snow on both Saturday and Sunday for White Pass. In fact, I believe White Pass could be picking up to around 6 to maybe 8 inches of snow for this weekend. If you're going over Stevens Pass, we are certainly going to be looking at that potential for snow, especially on Sunday. Snoqualmie Pass at this point doesn't look too bad, although some snow on Sunday certainly cannot be ruled out. So we are going to be tracking some very active weather as we go through the weekend after seeing a very pleasant early part of this week. And of course, we'll continue to look at this as we go through the next several days. But right now, I'm going to toss it back over to Dave.
Thanks, Jefferson. In some health news this morning, a statewide restaurant group is calling on the city of Pasco to shut down what it describes as a growing network of illegal food vendors. In a letter to the city manager, the Washington State Restaurant Fair Play Coalition says at least 5 unlicensed pop-up taco stands are operating across Pasco, mostly between 7 p.m. and 2 a.m., without business licenses, food safety permits, or fire regulations. The group claims these vendors pose a risk to public health and undermine restaurants that follow the law.
These people are completely not licensed. We don't know whether they are going to perpetuate a foodborne illness or whether something serious is going to happen. They do think, most reasonable people would think twice about going to a place like that.
The coalition has filed formal complaints about the illegal food vendors in several major cities in Western Washington. We've reached out to both the city of Pasco and the Benton Franklin Health District for comment on the matter. We'll let you know what they say. And the Wapato School District counselors are hosting the annual Healthy Choices Fair at Wapato High. The fair takes place tonight from 5:30 to 7, and it is free, where over 30 local agencies advocate for how to take better care of your health. Now, the goal of this event is to inform and connect families with resources to help not only physical health, but mental health as well. We spoke with Reina Quaraz, a counselor for the district, and she explained to us why this event is so important for the community.
Because it involves everybody in the community. It's just not for our high school students, even though it is here, but it's open to the community because all these resources and services are for all our families. So we want all our family to be united. And this, I feel like, well, we feel, I guess I'm speaking for everybody else, we feel that this is a great partnership between our families, the community, and the school district, and bringing us all together. So if in the future something comes up, families know who we are. They know how to get a hold of us. If they're wanting information, resources or something, they'll have the information with them, and then they know who to seek out.
At the event, attendees will get a free dinner and raffle ticket, where those who stay until the end may receive a prize. The fair is located at Wapato High, and over 300 people are expected to attend. And we continue our election coverage this morning, talking the Sunnyside City Council Position 2. We met with Tom Dolan, who is looking to earn that seat. He says he's positive about the city's future.
Well, I'm optimistic. I started out pretty angry, but I'm optimistic that that with the right people in place, we can get things back on track again and keep an eye on the budget. I mean, you need to spend what you have and what you set yourself up for instead of going outside the lines all the time.
We'll be talking to Dolan's opponent, Adolfo Muller, later in the week. The full interview with Tom and the other candidates we spoke with are available to watch now up on our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/KIMA Action News. The November election is just 2 weeks away. Gas prices continue to fall for us here in the region, though prices are still over $4 a gallon for most of us, but that's not the case nationally. According to AAA, the national average is just above $3 a gallon. Nearly 30 states across the nation are below $3 per gallon, with the national average price falling 3 cents in the last week and now averaging at about $3.04 per gallon as of today. Though AAA goes on to say that the state average is down to $4.40 a gallon, down 7 cents from last week, but up 33 cents from a year ago. As for our neck of the woods, Tri-Cityans are paying $4.17 a gallon. That's 8 cents cheaper than last week, up 41 cents from the last year. It's marginally less expensive in the Yakima area at $4.11 a gallon, down from 6 cents last week, up last year by 33 cents. Walla Walla residents are still paying the most in our area at $4.36 a gallon, down 7 cents over the last 7 days, up from $4.18 a year ago. The annual Hoptoberfest was back last night at the Single Hill Brewing Company. Tickets included a taco plate from Javi's food truck and a pint of beer. There were also live music, a silent auction, and Giving Tree gift cards. All the proceeds from the event will be donated to Yakima Schools Foundation's classroom grants and student programs. The money will help provide schools with classroom technology, enrichment activities, and more support for student leadership. And finally, on December 1st, Mapton middle and high school students will be moving back to their original buildings. Due to contractors installing a new HVAC system, many students and staff found it uncomfortable to sit inside a building with poor ventilation, high temperatures, and loud noises from the air conditioning units. The district then moved the students to Arts Fox Elementary, where they've been taking classes ever since. The original plan was to get students back to their respective campuses by October 6th. However, construction setbacks extended the time. To make up for lost days, school will be in session on January 5th and 6th, February 13th, March 6th, and May 22nd of next year. And that does it for us. Thank you for watching this episode of Keeper Quick. For more local news and weather, you can head over to our websites. It's Keeper and KIMATV.com. You could also check out our Facebook pages. But while you're here, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to keep up with our latest mini newscasts Monday through Friday. Have a terrific Tuesday, everybody.